Next up is Agate Fossil Beds National Monument in Harrison, Nebraska. We were there in the fall of 2019. If you would like to get notices when I post again, be sure to subscribe right here. Just click on that button. It is located here along the Nicobara River. Soon we'll be arriving at the gate of Agate Fossil Beds National Monument. This national monument was formed in 1997 and is 3,000 acres. This is a high grass prairie area and very dry. And we'll be doing the Visitor Center first. This is part of a huge complex of national parks and monuments in this area, and many of the animals that have been excavated here have gone all over the world. We were down at Scotts Bluff, and now we're at Agate Fossil Bed, and we'll cover almost the whole thing from the Visitor Center to Demolexis Trail. Let's look at the Visitor Center first. Located here is University Hill and Carnegie Hill, the main excavation sites for over 20 years, starting in 1923. There was a dinosaur rush here, and the main fossils being found here were from the Miocene, about 18 to 20,000 years ago. This was actually a huge bone bed, one of the largest finds in the world. Seems there was a small water hole here, and animals came to drink during a drought, but then they ate up all the food around and starved to death, is the theory anyway, as to why there are so many bones here. As said before, fossils from this site are scattered all over the world now at almost every major museum. And here's a depiction of what this might have looked like at one time, with predators and prey. Let's look at some of those predators. First, the giant bear dog, Eusagrinia. They're about chest high to a human. And you can see from their teeth, they had bone-crushing teeth. They were predators and scavengers, and would have been formidable animals. Next we come to a wolf-sized bear dog that lived underground. You see the burrow behind it, the little small one. And they were the main predator found here. Looks something like this. Next is the ancient rhinos that were here. They're unusual in that they were fairly small, but they also had two horns side by side. Then the early camels are also prey animals, and a lot of the bones are found this. And then we had the Paleocastors that left the Demolexis burrows, kind of a curved burrow. These beavers lived underground. James Cook owned the Agate Ranch, and so he was a great friend with many of the Native Americans, especially Red Cloud, one of the chiefs. And Red Cloud gave him many different gifts, and those are on display in the museum here. One of the most unusual ones is that Red Cloud was actually at Custard's last stand, and here's a painting of the Battle of the Little Bighorn. And now we're heading to Demolexis Trail to explore there some. This trail is back near the entranceway, and we're going to be walking for a while as we go out to explore. The trail actually walks out and then around these mountains that you see and back to this place. Here's a look at the trail. Along the way, Deborah the explorer is going to be leading the trail. This area has a lot of Paleocastor burrows, and you can see 4 of them here that have been excavated in the side of this mountain. It also has ancient sand dunes. And for live animals, it has ants. We didn't see any of the rattlesnakes that they said to be careful about. And many of the Demolexis spirals have been excavated and put into glass enclosures so you can see what they would look like and not deteriorate. Remember, beavers dug these down into the ground and lived inside them. And now back there's where we started at. We've gone up a big hill, and now we're going back down that hill, and you can see the wind blowing. And here's another spiral that they have housed in a container. This one is a double spiral and has 2 nesting chambers. The white pieces sticking out of here are bones. This is an unexcavated fossil bed. And it starts to pour down rain while we're out in looking. And so when we get back, we head to Rapid City. And this brings us to the end of this video.